Good afternoon. This is Greg with the National Weather Service in Spokane. It's Monday, May 20th, and this is our weekly weather briefing. We'll start out with our weather impact overview. This is a matrix to show you at a glance of the days that we're expecting some impacts. It looks like pretty typical weather for the majority of the week with some showers, some breezy conditions. We do have a couple of areas highlighted in yellow for Friday for the potential for scattered showers and thunderstorms. It doesn't look like anything out of the ordinary, but some of these cells may be slow moving, so they could produce some minor flooding in some areas. But at this time, we're not looking at anything of the magnitude that we had last Thursday. So we have some breezy conditions. We're looking for those to develop on Wednesday. We're looking for the wind direction to be out of the north or northeast. We're looking for some of the gustiest conditions to be in the Columbia Basin with some gusts of 25 to 30 miles per hour around the Ritzville area. But we can expect some localized gusts between Sandpoint and Post Falls, probably in that 25 to 30 mile per hour range as well. This is nothing out of the ordinary. Yesterday, which was Sunday, was considerably more gusty than the graphic that we show here for the forecast for Wednesday. As we move later into the week, we're looking for some thunderstorms to become a little bit more active. Our first day that we mentioned thunderstorms is on Wednesday, and that's mainly along the Cascade Crest, and that's maybe potentially up towards the upper end of Lake Chelan, but not a lot of populated areas expected to be impacted on Wednesday. Thursday, if the forecast pans out the way we think it will, we're looking for thunderstorms to edge a little closer to the Omak and Wenatchee area. So on Thursday, we'll start to watch the forecast for the potential of some rain on some of our recent burn scars. The ones that occurred in 2017 and the summer of 2018 are the ones that will be particularly susceptible to any type of thunderstorm activity. Then on Friday is the day that we're looking for a low pressure system to descend into the area, and we'll have the potential for more widespread thunderstorm activity. So we're looking at areas all the way from the Cascades across our northern counties bordering Canada into the Spokane area, Lewiston, and much of the Idaho Panhandle. Once again, these cells don't look to be moving very quickly, so they will have the potential to produce some locally heavy rain, but we're not looking at the moisture feed or moisture availability that we had last Thursday, which caused all of the mess in the Spokane area. So be cognizant of the forecast, but I would not be alarmed at this point. Here's the 7-day forecast just for a general overlook. We're looking for temperatures to gradually warm up through the rest of the week and into the holiday weekend, with intermittent chances for showers in both Spokane and Lewiston. And for Wenatchee and Sandpoint as well, we're looking for temperatures to be at or above average by Wednesday and carry that warming trend into the weekend. Let's take a look at the drought update. Over the last 7 days, we received quite a bit of rainfall. Most of this fell in the Thursday and Friday time frame, with some areas picking up well over an inch of rain, with the most significant and widespread precipitation occurring over the central and southern Idaho Panhandle, with the band stretching around up towards the Colville and Republic areas, and Omak also received some good rainfall. Even the deep Columbia Basin around Moses Lake, Ritzville, and Wenatchee picked up some rain, but not as significant as the areas further to the east and north. The graphic that I showed you in the previous slide and then shrunk down in this particular image here is a radar-derived precipitation product, and then it's calibrated with rain gauges around the area. It gives generally an idea of where the precipitation fell, but it's not perfect. And you can cross-reference to some of the reporting sites on the right-hand side of the page to see how spotty the rain was with these showers and thunderstorms on Thursday and Friday, with Spokane International Airport receiving 1.17 inches of rainfall over the course of 2 days, and it was almost double that in downtown Spokane at Spokane Phelps Field. So it's that time of year where the rain becomes a lot more spotty and the kind of hit and miss stuff. So where some of the rain fell that was beneficial was in the central and northern Idaho panhandle and some of our northeastern counties of Washington, where we have abnormally dry conditions, and that will help a little bit in the long-term drought prognosis that we have over the region. We didn't receive a lot of rain around Wenatchee and the Waterville Plateau and Moses Lake, so this graphic here of the Drought Monitor was issued last week on May 16th prior to any of the rainfall that fell. So I wouldn't expect to see big changes in the Drought Monitor when it's reissued in another couple days. Let's take a look at the long-range forecast. This is the 8 to 14 day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. So what we're looking at here is a large area over the Intermountain West of below average temperatures for the May 27th to June 2nd time frame, as a big upper level trough carves into the Intermountain West. However, it does look like much of Washington will be at or above average for temperatures, and it looks like our area will mainly be dry next week as we begin the Memorial Day weekend and head into the early part of June. So in summary, as far as the weather goes, we're looking for breezy conditions on Wednesday out of the north and northeast. Not a whole lot to get too concerned about. Pretty typical stuff. Our thunderstorm potential Wednesday and Thursday will mostly be limited to the North Cascades, and then Friday potentially moving into northern Washington and the Idaho Panhandle. So if there is a day to watch over the next 7 days for significant weather, it could be Friday. And as we move into next week, we're looking for a warming and drying trend. A couple admin topics to talk to you about is we do have spotter training for North Idaho. That's Thursday, May 23rd from 6 to 8 p.m. This is at the Shoshone County Airport in Smelterville. And we'll also have a storm spotter training, which will be a virtual online course on Tuesday, May 28th, and that'll be open to anybody who wants to register and attend. And there's more information at the link below. Also, for the emergency managers and those folks that are interested in disaster preparedness, our spring weather workshop will be held this week on the 23rd. Please send an email to Andy if you're interested in attending. We have quite a few folks that are registered already, but we have room for more. So go ahead and sign up. It's a good exercise. So at this point, we'll wind down the presentation for this week, and we'll talk to you again on Tuesday next week because of the Memorial Day holiday.